So, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our final session, Changing Political Landscape via Social Media. We have on the panel Yang Berhormat Tuan P. Kamalnathan, Deputy Education Minister 2. We also have Ibdillah Ishak, Chairman, Social Media Bureau, and Exco UMNO Youth Malaysia. And Sharil Hamdan, CEO of Samudra Oil Services in Sdn Bhd. He's also an Exco with UMNO Youth Malaysia. Moderating our panel will be the Vice President of the Malaysia Social Media Chambers, Ned Mohammed. We'd like to invite all our panelists and speakers to the stage. Yang Berhormat Ibdillah and Sharil, welcome to the hot seats. Ned, I hand the microphone over to you.
Yes. Thanks, Terence. Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you all had a very good lunch. I hope you enjoyed all the panel sessions previously. We've come now to the last session, so I hope to see all of you enjoying this session. It's going to be a hot topic, no doubt about it. Before we start, I'll just like to lay down a couple of ground rules. No doubt the topic is changing political landscape via social media. And the panel that we have here are all politicians. However, I would like to remind speakers that this is not a political campaign. Please stick to the topic. What we would like to see or what we would like to hear is your experiences. Share with us your experiences on building your political careers via social media. Okay? On my right is YB Tuan P. Kamalnathan. Most of you would have known about him. But a brief rundown about YB Kamal. Back in 2010, a very young, handsome PR practitioner was put up against a big name in the political scene then, in the Ulu Selangor by-election. His name is Kamalnathan, and his opponent then was the vice president, if I'm not mistaken, right? Right. A top leader in one of the opposition political party, and a well-known lawyer. Why become
Ibdil, as well as the moderator. Terima kasih for the kind introduction earlier. Very happy, very pleased, very honored to be invited to this forum. This is my first time in MSMW, but I know it to be the premier gathering for people who are interested in social media, people who are engaged in social media, so I'm very pleased to be here. And I think, judging from the lineup this year, it seems that MSMW, the organizers, have managed to really gather the best speakers, the top speakers who all have their own opinions, their own perspectives on social media, be it how it affects our lives every day, be it in government, be it in business, or in this case, in politics. And actually, I was looking through the list of speakers. In fact, I believe this two people who were already involved in this event yesterday and today, Tun Dr. Mahathir as well as YB Kari Jamaluddin yesterday, probably have a lot more authority, definitely more than me, to speak on a topic like this. Nonetheless, very happy to be here, and I think both my fellow panelists have actually outlined quite a bit of what it means to be a politician, what it means to engage in politics at a time of social media. Many of the points, I think, been touched, so this is what I'll do. I'll just run through some of the slides quickly, and I think, judging from the emptying hall, what is probably more exciting is to have an extended dialogue or Q&A session after this. So let me do this. Let me just run through a couple of slides. Aesthetically, I think I beat both of them in terms of how my slides look. So that's one thing good. So let me run through what I think are the key things about social media, and I know you've probably heard this to death, but bear with me. 17.5 million out of 30 million in Malaysia are internet users. Maybe this stat is slightly outdated compared to YB Kamalade's stat, but nonetheless, it's about 65-67% of our population already connected in the internet. That's for context. We have the second highest social network penetration in Southeast Asia. Now, this is very important regardless of what sphere you're operating in. Whether you're in politics, whether you're in business, I'm sure the speakers before this who were more in commerce may have already also shared some implications of what this means when you try and brand or market your product. But the principles are the same even when you're in politics. Just as I said, e-commerce revenue, $30 billion USD, and 20% expected growth of revenue year in, year out. Couple of quick stats. The only thing I want to really kind of zoom in is on the internet users again, 19 million.
This happens. I am a communications person by training, public relations to be specific. And throughout my career as a public relations person, I have made many good friends in the media. I understand how media works. I think the most important thing a person, I don't feel comfortable. The most important thing a person should know as a politician is how media work. They have deadlines. They can accept an answer by saying to them, look, I don't have the information right now. Give me an hour and I'll get back to you. You get back to them in 59 minutes. Okay? And you take the calls. If you don't have in my case, what I normally do, when I have some information that comes to me, at times I get information based on hearsay. For example, a year ago, a reporter called me and asked me one question. Why did the Ministry of Education hire foreign teachers to teach physical education, pendidikan jasmani? I was shocked because I've been to many meetings. This was not spoke at all. Now, that question came to me on an SMS. While thinking what to answer, I sent this information to my officers. I have got some colleagues who's helping me, who has got communications background as well. And I asked another question to the reporter. Where is this source from? Now, the reply I got, I heard it from someone else. My next question, which school can you let me know? I don't have the name of the school. I heard some people talking about it. Now, immediately I got information that no such thing we have not done. I replied to the reporter and said, no such thing, we have not looking because we got enough physical education teachers, we have no problem. And that news did not come out at all. Okay. Now, the other situation, imagine if I would not have received the call or didn't respond. According to sources, the Ministry of Education has hired foreigners to work as physical education teachers, which is not true. Sometimes this news comes out first without seeking clarification. When a few journalists work on the ground, I normally tell them, if you get information from a particular district, the first point of reference would be the district education department.